Mental health issues like depression, anxiety, or eating disorders often affect kids and adults alike. While we may know someone who deals with these issues, we may not always know how to help. The Children's Home Association of Illinois is hoping to bridge that gap with some mental health first aid trainings. Krista Talbert and Stephanie Seidel are here to explain why these trainings are so important. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
So I'll start with you, Krista. Let's back up and explain what mental health first aid training is.
Okay, I'm going to let Stephanie take that one because she is one of our trainers.
Oh, wonderful.
So she is very familiar. Thank you. Okay. Mental Health First Aid is a 8-hour training course that is put out by the National Council for Behavioral Health. And what it is a training that teaches individuals how to respond to a mental health crisis in a youth of ages 13 to 17. At Children's Home, we do a youth mental health first aid. We also offer an adult mental health first aid. And it really is all about an action plan that can help us learn how to recognize when a child is moving into a crisis and how to best respond to that crisis.
And what are some of those responses we should employ?
The first thing is to be aware and have a relationship with the child so that you know what's going on and when you might start to see some signs of a mental health crisis. We talk a lot about how typical adolescent development could also mirror a mental health crisis, and how we have to develop this sense of recognizing, is this typical adolescent development?
Yes, that's a good distinction
is this
for
a crisis? Yeah. So it's helping them get to a professional who might be able to better address the symptoms that they're having, or even some self-help groups that could support them in the crisis that they're having.
And this is not a course for becoming a mental health professional. This is just to help out your kids, your friends, that kind of thing.
Absolutely. We talk all through the course about we are not here to learn how to diagnose. We're just here to learn how to support.
So who would benefit from this kind of training?
Really anyone. In the trainings that we've had, we've been so lucky to host nurses and teachers, counselors and other mental health professionals, as well as just community members, so church members, and those that really want to support their community, adults and children.
So what are the benefits to the community if people do come out and get involved and take part in these trainings?
The benefit is really that we're providing an early intervention, because the research shows across the board that if we provide early intervention to someone who's having a mental health crisis, then the way that they respond to treatment is going to be far better.
We just did a story yesterday that younger people are more apt to come forward and say they're having issues. Are you finding that to be the case as well?
Yes, absolutely.
That's encouraging news too. Ladies, thank you so much for being with us. Let's give folks some information on how they can participate in the Children's Home Mental Health First Aid Training. For youth, they're happening on February 18th, March 19th, and May 7th. And for adults, March 29th and April 16th. There's the website, chail.org, and the phone number if you'd like to register. All the best, and thanks for the support that you provide in our community.
Thank you.